Hey guys. Hi. I know you guys. I know you guys. I miss you too. I miss y'all so much. I do. I miss y'all a lot. And I am okay. I'm okay. I was just going through a little something and I just needed a little bit of time. I needed to be to myself. I didn't feel like I was in a good mindset to record videos and be in my little happy-go-lucky, silly, sarcastic way self. I just didn't feel like I was being my authentic self. So I just need a little bit of time. I appreciate everybody who sent me messages, who commented on my community tab when I posted it. I thank y'all guys so much. I was very sad. I just was in my feelings real bad, and I just need a little bit of time. And I was like, if I keep myself, like if I seclude myself just a little bit, I could be it back right. Thanks to my little support team that I got, my kids, my boyfriend, my dad, my stepmom, a few of the friends that do know what's going on, and my therapist, and you guys that said nice things to me, the ones who commented and said nice stuff. I really appreciate all of you guys. I love y'all so much. I don't know you guys personally, but I know y'all love me and the person that I give you every week. I know y'all love it because you here. So I just appreciate you guys so much for like just sticking it out with me, sticking through this whole like little hiatus I had. I don't even know if I said the word right. You know, it's been 2 months since I recorded. I think that's what it said. And I'm so sorry that I put y'all on the back burner, but I just needed a little bit of time to just get my mind together. And I'm back like I ain't never left. This video, if you read the title, I'm just gonna jump into the video. If you haven't already gotten your drink, gotten your snack, gotten your herbal essence, get it, and we're gonna come on back. I'm not gonna hold y'all too long. We ain't gonna do all that. I just wanted to tell you guys before I start the video that I truly love you guys. I love y'all. Y'all don't even know, like, y'all, I don't know you guys, but I really appreciate y'all. I love you guys for supporting me, for saying nice stuff to me. I'm getting emotional. I'm finna go. We finna get to the video. Blind them. Okay, guys. I had to put my glasses on because I hope I'm not blinding you guys with my glasses. I'm gonna probably turn this way and look this way so I won't blind you, but I am gonna, I have a story time that somebody sent me. I'm gonna read it, but before y'all, that's gonna be after this. I got emotional. I'm like, let me put my glasses on. I don't wanna be crying on the internet. I'm not gonna cry on the internet, but this topic is so sensitive to me. I just gotta talk about it. And I know some people gonna go through it. I'm probably gonna take my glasses off here and there because I just was gonna start crying, and we ain't about to do all that crying on the internet shit. But so you guys, I just want to talk about this subject because this is what's been affecting me the most. And I have mommy issues, and if you understand or have those, put it in the comment section. I want y'all guys to comment, and I want us to be active. This is a support. Ain't no judgment over here. I'm gonna freely just talk, and I just want y'all to just, if you relate to it, if you have a similar situation, anything like that, I want y'all to go ahead and put it in the comment section. Give advice, be gentle, have grace. Also, be positive if you can. We don't accept negative comments over here. I will delete your ass and I will block you. If you don't have something nice to say, keep it to yourself. If you are a silent subscriber and you comment, because I know I recognize everybody who comment. I recognize your handle. Shout out to all of you guys. But if you relate to this and it's anything I'm saying right now, if it hits you in some type of way and you got a comment, please leave it down below. And like I said, have grace. Have grace, okay? All right, so let's just start. If my glasses are bothering you guys, I apologize. Your girl can't see, and I can't see you guys, and I'm in denial. This shit just made me feel old as fuck when I had to get glasses. But anyway, that's what happened. While y'all haven't seen me, I had got glasses. Okay, so let's just go on with the story. Okay, if you read the title, it's something with mommy issues. I don't know exactly what I'm going to title it, but I have mommy issues. And I just realized that I have mommy issues. And I had a long talk with my boyfriend about this, because he's somebody who I tell everything to, and he's like my confidant. Like, I confide in him in so many ways about a lot of things. So I had a talk with my boyfriend about this, and he just told me too. He's like, babe, he said, baby, you just realized that you have mommy issues. Like, you realize you just realized that? I said, yes. I just came to the conclusion that I have issues, and it's mommy issues. And I'm gonna elaborate on it. Okay, what recently just happened, right? If you watch my story about me versus them, I'm gonna leave it down below. That's the last time that me and my mom had spoke to each other, said anything, seen each other and spoke, was January the 7th, 2024. It is September 2nd, 2024. Haven't talked to her, haven't spoke to her, haven't seen her, nothing. Okay, it was July. It was like mid-July, right? Mid-July. Was it July? Hold on, y'all. Yeah, July. Okay. July, mid-July, right? My mom's car has been at my house since she left in January. It's July, right? It's the city that I live in. I live in Houston. The city had to do some like work in front of not my house, but my neighbor house. So I already know like they're going to be bringing trucks and drills and all of this stuff. I knew it was coming because the problem that we was having on our street, it just kept escalating. I'm like, they're gonna end up fixing it, so I gotta get her car moved. I've been thinking about it for a long time, even when she left, because my boyfriend and my kids were both like, when your mama gonna pick up her car? My kids and my boyfriend, you heard me, both are telling me like, you need to get her car moved, mom. Or my boyfriend like, you still got her car? Her car's still there? Like, why is her car still in front of the house? Da da da. I'm like, I'm thinking, well, I'm doing something nice by letting it stay there because, you know, it ain't bothering nothing. It's in front of my house. I'm in the process of selling my home. So I'm like, eventually I gotta move her car because it can't sit out there if I'm gonna sell my house, right? So my boyfriend was like, you should have had her car moved. Like, when everything had happened, my boyfriend was like, you should have got her car moved. Like he was telling me when everything happened, he was like, have her car sent over there to your brother's house. Okay, I have her car. In my mind, I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have her car moved, right? I called the AAA. I had AAA. I called AAA. I tell them, hey, I need a car towed to my brother's house. My brother's residency, because they ask you a residency, business, what. I'm like, a residency. I'm like, I'm gonna have a car sent over there. Had a car, do everything. I tell the guy when he came to pick the car up, right? Because see, like, listen, let me tell y'all something. Before I had the car moved, right? Because I need to back up back, because we in the store. Before I had this car done, I contacted my brother, not the one that she's staying with, but my other brother. I contacted him and I told him, I said, can you let her know the car getting sent over there? He told me he didn't want to be involved. It's like, you tell her, you call her, I don't want to talk to her. I don't want to talk to her. I haven't talked to her since January. I'm not talking to her. So I'm like, just let her know. I don't know if he did or not. I have no idea if he did. He said he did. Let me say that. He did tell me he did. But I already told him, because I'm gonna get to that part. At the end of it, he did tell me he did tell her. I also had told my sister-in-law, because she tell him. And I also contacted the other sister-in-law that my brother's wife, that she's staying at his house. I contacted her too. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We don't want to jump ahead. Okay, I contacted all these people. let them know, hey, I'm having a car towed. The guy gonna drop the car off. Nobody, from what I know, my brother was the only one that told, and my other sister, my brother's wife, them two supposedly told my brother and his wife. I don't know. And my mom, I don't know. But anyway, okay, let's get there. The tow truck guy come to the house, pick the car up. Me and the guy, I'm telling him, I'm like, hey, when you get the car, I'm like, drop it off, right in front of the house at the curb. Don't put it in their driveway because they got other cars. Just put it like how it is in front of my house. Put it at the curb. Make sure it's close to the curb. He said, cool. Cool black dude. He's like, yeah, cool. He's like, I ain't got to worry about nobody coming out attacking me. I said, no, you dropping it off at their house. It's her car. She live there. It's like, cool. I told him what my mom looked like and everything. He said, okay. My mom was there, but I guess nobody told. I don't know. I guess they didn't tell her right away. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I just did my little part, right? It came out of my pocket. Nobody had to pay for it. I paid for it. Again, I just didn't want to, because before this, I know she was trying to get it, and I guess she was waiting on my brother to figure out if he was going to pay for a tow to get it towed or whatever, and that just never happened. So I was like, okay, don't worry about it. I'll just, like, I ain't talked to her. I just know this because I heard it through the grapevine. You know what I'm saying? I just heard it. So I'm like, I'll just pay for it because I got to get rid of it. Plus, I had my renewal for AAA was coming up. So I'm like, I still had 2 toes on my thing. So I'm like, I'm going to just use it. And then when it start over, I got my 3 toes again, you know? So I'm like, let me just do it. So I did it, right? Okay. Car get there. And the tow guy calls me. He told me, he said, yeah, I dropped it off. I did exactly what you told me. It's at the curb. It's good. Everything good. I said, did anybody come out? He said, no. I said, okay. Get there. I hear that I guess the car got there and nobody knew. Because I guess nobody said nothing. But nobody's contacted me and said nothing. Nothing. So I'm like, well, the car there, so there's no excuse. They don't have to figure out who got. So, okay, I heard through the grapevine that she mad that I got the car towed over there and that I was being petty. I get called I'm the devil for like the 1,000th time. I'm evil. I'm petty. I'm the devil. But my thing, and my boyfriend was saying this too. We both was like, why are you mad if it's your car? You haven't checked on it since January. You haven't been to my house. You haven't checked on your car. You haven't started the car. You haven't done nothing for the car. It's at your house where you live at, and you can take care of it, do whatever you gotta do for it. But you rather it be at my house and you don't talk to me, you don't deal with me, you don't do nothing. But I got it sent to you, but I'm the devil. Okay. So once I heard these things, I was just like, you know, the bridge is burnt. I can't. There's like I've gotten so many things done to me from my mom that I just was like, I can't do it no more. I just can't. I can't. The bridge is in the ground. The bridge ain't even in the ground. It's in the ocean with the Titanic. That motherfucker down there, it's gone. It's over. Like, I can't no more. Like, I'm tired of being called the devil, evil, hateful, all this stuff. I'm getting tired of it because I don't see how am I being evil, petty, and I did something. It's your vehicle. What's evil is my neighbors, because prior to this, we had the hurricane, right? Hurricane Beryl came, and what would have been petty is if I would have told the city to come pick it up and tow that shit and been done with it. Said, I don't know who car it is and been here, come get it. That would have been petty, right? Or what if I would have sold it to Pick Apart and got me some money? Probably wouldn't have got much, but I would have got something, right? That's the devil. That's petty, but I didn't do that, right? Okay. My thing was like, that's the end of it, because every time I turn around, it's something. I found out that I got blocked by my sister-in-law for whatever reason. I don't know if she mad because I brought the car over there. I don't know. I text her. It said delivered. I checked the text message again. It says nothing. I guess when you block somebody on an iPhone, it doesn't say delivered or nothing. It's just blank. It don't say nothing. I did not know that. I had to test out the theory and I figured out that you blocked. So I'm like, okay, I'm blocked from her. So I can't even So, okay, she might be mad at the car then. I don't know. But my whole thing is to you guys, did I do something wrong by having it sent over there? If you left your car, that's abandonment, right? Would I have been wrong if I would have sent the city to come get the car? Or would I or should I have just, what? I mean, I feel like it's a double-edged sword. I can't win for losing. If I would have sent it to the city, I would have been everything. I sent it to where you live at, I'm something. So I'm like, what? I don't win, right? Okay. I realized that I have issues because I just start thinking of other things, that just other scenarios and other things. And I also be like, the reason why I say I have issues is because I try so hard to not be like my mom. And that's an issue. When you try to not be like a person, that is an issue. You doing everything to not be that person, to become that person, but that person is in your DNA. Somewhere down the line, I mean, I'm not saying I'm gonna be like her, but I have her ways in some aspect or another, you know? So I'm like, I'm doing everything to not be like her. I'm doing everything to not replicate that relationship with my daughters. I don't want them to not be like, because my thing is like, I always yearn for that relationship. It don't have to be super close, but I want it to be where we're cordial, where I can call and I can confide in you and you don't judge me. Like I can tell my dad anything. My dad don't be judging me. My dad be like, you know, he give me his advice. He laugh with me, joke with me, or he'll be like, you doing the right thing, or don't worry about that part, or you like my dad it's no judgment with my dad. And you would think it would be opposite, that your daddy would judge you and your mama. I mean, I guess, but I feel like I'm not the only person that got these issues with their mother. I know it's a lot of other people that have issues. My mom it's like my brothers, they might do wrong, they might do this, but they're not gonna get the brunt of any of that backlash harder than if I did it. You get what I'm saying? If I do it, I'm everything. But if they do it, it's not the same outcome. It's like they can make it. Even especially my younger one, the one that she lived with him, she might talk about you behind your back, but she's not gonna do it as hard as she would with me. Like my mom could talk about me and I could hear her talking about me, and she out there and she in my house, if that makes like. But my brother, she gonna tiptoe around it. She not gonna say it in front of. She gonna leave, talk about him when he not there, but she gonna say something. It's so much that I just don't want to even. It's a lot, y'all. This been going on for the moment that I turned 15. And I'm 40 years old. The moment that I turned 15, this has been the dynamic of my relationship with my mom. It's been I always be like, maybe it's and it's not. I've had these conversations with a lot of my close friends, my dad, my boyfriend. I've had these close conversations with them, and even my friends that sat and witnessed the things that, like, they saw it and was like, what the, like, it is some underlying jealousy, envy somewhere down there. And I cannot wrap my mind around it because I came from her. I'm like, I am your reflection. I'm me. I'm you. I'm just me. If that makes sense. Like, I came from you. You gave me life. Why is it the hate for your own when I'm your child? I'm your daughter. I don't understand it. I always try to wrap my mind around it because I can never imagine myself feeling like that towards my daughters. Like I am my daughter's #1 fans, both of my daughters. Like I am going to stand with them, behind them, root for them, cry with them, uplift them, support them through everything in life. I'm not going to sit up here and be jealous because if my daughter this is just an example because my boyfriend brought this to my attention because he says that a lot of women get jealous of their daughters because their daughter might look better than them. Their daughter might be doing more things that's successful than them. And they looking at it and being like, well, I didn't do this at this age, or I had to do this at this age, but you doing better. That to me, when he was saying these things to me, I was like, but wouldn't you think that your mother would be happy that you're not where they were and you're better, you're doing it way better, and they should be happy that you're not like that. Like you surpassed those, if you will, generational curses. Because my mom always told me when I was younger, like when I was real young, even to when I started when I started comprehending things as far as like getting pregnant and things, like my mom was like, do not get pregnant at 17, don't have a baby as a teenager, because my mom had me at 17, so she was like, don't get pregnant. She embedded that. I had my first kid at 25. So my mom embedded that in my head. So I always was striving to do the opposite of my mom, because she kept ingraining stuff in my head. Do this, do that, do that. Another thing I know my mom was mad about, because I'm just jumping around, y'all. This is no particular order. This is just stuff that I just thought about. And I'm probably going to do another part to this because I don't want it to be too long. But domesticated and submissive. My mom had an issue with that. But my mom was that. My mom was domesticated. My mom was submissive to my dad. Now my mom is completely opposite. My mom domesticated, yet submissive, hell no. She'd cuss a man out. Cuss her man out quick. Be disrespectful quick. But I watched her be submissive. I watched her be domesticated. I watched her be a housewife. I watched her be all these things. And I am those things, and I am a working woman, and I'm a hustler, and I'm a go-getter, and I get this money, and I do all these other things. Like, so I am like a combined thing of all of those things. And I think that that's another thing that she get mad about, because she would tell me when I was in my marriage, when it was fresh and new, fresh, she used to be telling my late husband, I didn't raise her to be a domestic. And I'm like, this is like, wait, why? Like, you didn't raise me to be that, but I have it naturally in me because I watched you do it. Like, what? That doesn't even make sense. Why would you not want me to be domesticated? Why would you want me to be just work? Like, I know how to balance it all. But that was another fight. I don't know. And I'm saying this like it's just coming out because I've had these conversations with my boyfriend, and he always makes me think like, that could be exactly what it is. So another thing that brought, like, he always says, like, she probably was angry with you the whole time she was staying in your house. My mom stayed with me for a very long time. This last time she stayed with me for 1.5 years, but prior to that, she stayed with me at one point for 5 years, for 2 years at another point. And he was just like, maybe her watching you do these things, especially after. So let's talk about this. You know, I've been a widow for 4 years, right? This year made 4 years that I've been a widow. My mom stayed with me for 1.5 years. This past, she stayed with me from 24? The end of 2022, all of 2023. Yeah. So half of 2024, August of 2022, my mom stayed with me from August of 2022 till January of this year, 2024. So like 1.5 years. That's while I'm, a widow, right? He said that maybe her seeing how you maneuver through this whole, you done moved on, you in a relationship. He's like, some people don't like to see you happy. You be happy, you work, you take care of the girls. He's like, you do stuff, you go out, you have a good time. He's like, you do YouTube, you do makeup, you drive trucks. He's like, you do a lot of stuff. He's like, maybe she doesn't like watching you go through all of these things and you're in a good space, you're happy. Maybe that she don't like that. He's like, I don't know if it's that she wants to see you sad. Maybe she wants you depressed. He's like, I don't know. But he's like, maybe it's the fact that she's sitting there watching you go through all of this stuff and you're good, and it's making her mad. And I said, I never thought about it like that. But, and I'm paraphrasing what he said. Those are not his exact words, but that's how he summed it up. If I'm paraphrasing what he says, I'm not saying exactly that, but that's what that's what he was getting at. Especially the fact that you moved on and you're in a relationship. He's like, that could be another thing. Like, because she made a reference to the fact that I should be single for 10 years. And this one she said this when I was like 38, like 2 years ago, she said this. She was like, you should be single for 10 years. And I was like, so I got to be 50 years old before I can be with somebody else? Like, that's wild. That's crazy. Let's understand. Who the hell finna do that? Who finna wait 10 years to be in another relationship? I said, I'm gonna be old as fuck. Really, y'all, I ain't gonna be old as fuck because 50 ain't old, but y'all get what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I'm not finna be out the game that long. Hell no. No. And then I get told all this other stuff, you know, oh, you moving on too quick. You probably rushing your relationship. I'm like, I'm not rushing nothing. I've been with my boyfriend for 4 years. I've been with him for four years. So I'm like, I met him this month, September. It'll be 4 years that I met him. I met him not, you know, months after the fact, but it wasn't serious until later. But it's still like, it doesn't, I mean, I feel like if it wasn't gonna laugh, if it wasn't gonna do, it would have been dissolved, and it's fine. I don't feel like you could tell anybody how to move, how to grieve. And I think that's another thing. My mom has control issues. She wants to control stuff. I'm too grown. And I always would say this to her, like, ain't nobody in here paying these bills but me. I'm the one paying all these bills. Ain't nobody paying this mortgage. Ain't nobody paying that car note. Ain't nobody paying that light bill. Ain't nobody putting food in this house but me. I'm the one doing everything. I'm the one doing everything. I said, until somebody else want to come in here and start taking over some of these bills, that's when they can tell me and dictate some shit around here. Other than that, you ain't dictating a damn thing. And it might sound disrespectful, but it is what it is. You in my house. Just like if I was in her house. It's her house. It's her rules, right? Okay. I feel like respect is respect. It shouldn't matter, child or not. But like I said, I'm going into a whole other rant. I might make another part to this. I might get into more details about it. But that is one of the things that had me really sad and really in my feelings. That was just one of the things that had me really messed up. And it's still like kind of affecting me. That's why, you know, I still talk to my therapist about it. But I just came to realize that I have issues. This has been going on since I was 15. That's what, 25 years now? 25 years. I've been having issues. I mean, issues to where I get called the devil. I get called petty. I get called evil. I get called all these names, all the stuff. I even get told that she don't want nothing from me. And the stuff that I did give to her or did for her, she was like, I'm going to give her money back. I'm not holding my breath to get that money back. I didn't give it to her to get anything from her. I gave it to her because I was genuinely trying to help my mom. I told my boyfriend, and he said it for me. He was like, if this was anybody else, that would have been, yeah, it would have been, I would never keep going through the same thing over and over with a person. If this was anybody else other than my blood, it would have been cut off at the head. I wouldn't do nothing like this for somebody to keep dealing with this type of stuff. I just did it because the strength of her being my mother. I know a lot of people like, oh, you only got one mom. That is very true. You do. You only have one. But is it fair? And this is a question I want y'all to answer. Is it fair to continue to go through negative things constantly over and over and over off the strength of it being your family, your blood? It could be mama, cousin, sister, auntie, whatever. Is it fair to continue? No, it's not. I don't think it is. And I came to that conclusion. That's why I'm okay with letting it go. Because I don't think that it's fair that I continue to keep taking abuse, whether it be emotional. It ain't never been physical, but it has been physical threats towards me. And I've even told myself in my mind, I'm like, if I had to put my hands on my mom, that is like, I don't even want it to come to that, but I'm not going to let nobody hit me. I don't give a fuck if it's my mom or not. Like, you're not going to put your hands on me. You could threaten all day long, but you're not going to touch me. That's what, like, we're not going to do that, because it shouldn't even come to that part to where you're like, I'm going to do this, that, and the third to you. Like, you are 58 years old. Why the hell are you trying to fight? And this is real stuff. My mom will say that, like, she would put her hands on me. And I'm like, for what? Why would you even want to put your hands on me? But anyway, and then let me sit there and take it like a weak ass. No, it's not gonna happen. But anyway, I just be trying not to become that with mine. With my kids, I'd be like, I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that person like that. I don't ever want to be where I'm envious of my kids or jealous of anything my kids do. I don't want to ever be like that. Like, I don't, why am I jealous? I want them to be, I always say, they can come in here and tell y'all, I tell them all the time, I want y'all to be better than me, have better than me, do better, have a better car, have a better house, have a better job, career. I want y'all to have a career. I want y'all to have something more than me. I want y'all to do better in life. I want y'all to see things. I instill that in them all the time, because I am an example for you, but I want you to do way better than me. I tell them that all the time. That's what I'm like. Don't you want me to be better? Because I see what you're doing. Don't you want me to do better? You don't want me to be doing what you're doing. You want me to be better. But I guess, I don't know. I probably will never know the answer. I probably will never get some type of resolve in this. I've already cut my losses with it. I'm like, I love her from afar, but I just don't want a relationship ever again. I don't feel like, it's so much more, you guys. I haven't even got there. The main thing is the fact that I get talked about bad by, I'm gonna tell y'all this last thing. Then I'm gonna probably make another part to it, because it's long. One day, this was a while ago, y'all, like probably like a few years ago. My mom got this friend that she been friends with since I was a baby. Like, they from the same city. They both from New York. All of them was raised in New York. And then somehow all of these people migrated to Houston. Okay. This lady been in my life since I was a baby. I mean, her and my dad went to school together, to high school or middle school or something like that. Her and my dad. Okay, anyway. My mom and her was real close. Now they don't talk no more at all, but because they got into it real bad. And I ain't gonna tell y'all all of that, but they got into a real bad argument. Now they not friends no more. But they've been friends since, like I said, I'm 40. They baby. This was a couple of years ago, but they was friends up until recently, but now they not. But anyway, she calls me, the friend, my mama friend, called me on the phone, right? She called me on the phone, and I told my mom that she told me that my mom said something about me. Like, I told my mom, I said, oh yeah, she told me you said something about me. Like, because one thing about it, you guys, I always confront shit. Like, I'm never the type that be like, oh, I'm not gonna say nothing because I don't want to cause no problems or nothing like that. No, I'll confront it. So I told my mom, I'm like, yeah, she said you said this, that, and the other about me, da da da. What she said don't matter, but she talked about me to the lady, whatever. The lady called me, and I guess her and my mom was beefed up that at this time they was beefing again, because they have a love-hate relationship. Like, they get into it, and then they start talking again, then they cool, then they not, then they are, then da. That's how their friendship is. So she called me, and she was like, yeah, your mama was over here talking about you, saying this, that about you. So I told my mom when she called, said, she gonna call and tell me what you said. So I'm like, she gonna call, I'm gonna put on speaker. So I put on speaker. She starts, as soon as I said hello, she going in. She telling me everything my mama saying. My mom sitting there like with her hand on her mouth, shaking her head, talking about, no, she ain't say that. She said this one thing about, I'm not going to say, but she said something about my relationship that I said to my mom. It wasn't nothing bad. It was just like it was like a landmark of a place that my boyfriend, where he is, that I know that I said to her. How would the friend know that I said that unless you told her that I said it? Because that lady, so she was like, you got a boyfriend? I never told this friend that I had a boyfriend. I never told her. I don't talk to her like that, so why would I tell her? So my mom was talking to her. So she's like, yeah, you got a boyfriend, and da 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 da. She started going on saying da da da, and I'm like, well, how would she know that? That she didn't say the right place, but she did say a destination close to him, like the little landmark that's close to him. But it wasn't. It's not accurate. But I know what she was getting at. If you get okay, because I don't like talking about my relationship. Y'all not gonna know about my relationship unless my boyfriend is okay with coming on and we talk about it together. But other than he don't want to be on camera. So y'all ain't gonna no. So I don't talk about my boyfriend. But anyway, she had said it to me, and then I'm looking at my mama and I'm like, how she know about that or whatever? How she know about this? She ain't even saying it right, but I know what she getting at. You know, I know. So I'm like, the only way she know that is if you told her that. But it wasn't bad, you guys. It was just the fact that my mama can't hold water to save her life. So then the lady started saying, she said this about she ain't gonna do this, she ain't gonna do that, and da da da. And she started telling me more stuff that my mama said. So my mama sitting there, she gets so mad, she walk out the house. She's pissed, she's mad. The lady stayed on the phone with me for 90 minutes, right? My mama is mad. We hang up the phone. I told my mama, I said, you heard what she said. So my mom was like, that's not true. I didn't say that. That's a lie. And I'm like, how is it a lie? How would she know these type of things if I never told her? I never talked to her about my relationship. I never told, she don't even know I got a boyfriend. She asked, she said, you got a boyfriend, da 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 da. How does she know this if I never told her I have a boyfriend, right? It's not the fact that she told I got a boyfriend, because I don't care. Everybody know I got a boyfriend. But I didn't say it to her, because this is like I said a few years ago. My mom was like lying directly in my face, y'all. Like directly, and even the ladies telling it. So I'm like, I'm like telling my mom, like, why are you lying? Why do you be lying? When she just said, I'm not lying, she lying, da, da, da. You believe her? I'm like, yes. Then it's another time my mama called me a bitch, y'all. But she didn't say it. She said it to me. She called it to me. She told me I was a bitch. This ain't the first time. This is many of times. She done said it so many times. She didn't yell it at me. She didn't try to fight me, calling me a bitch, all this stuff. She called me all kind of names, you know, all kind of names to my face or whatever. But she said this to by her friend, the one I was on the phone with. She said it to the friend. The friend told me, your mama called you a bitch, da 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 da. Like, she told me a lot of stuff. My mom was over there talking about she never said it. My mom tells another person that she did say it, but she didn't mean it like that. She was trying to say that I was beautiful, intelligent, and all this other shit that the bitch stand for that. And I'm like, no, she was not. She was angry when she said it. I just don't understand. First of all, I would never call my kids, my daughters, out their name. I wouldn't call them any type of derogatory name. Anything that I feel like, even though, you know, us women, we call each other bitches and that's your bitch, whatever, and we say stuff like that, but in a derogatory way, when you know it's anger behind it or some hate behind it, I wouldn't say that to my kid. I just wouldn't do it. And my mom had all the thing about it is that she lied in my face, and I don't like people that lie. I don't like, if I know the truth and I'm asking you like, hey, did you say this? Clearly I know the truth, but I'm trying to see if you're going to tell me the truth or you going to lie. And she'll lie directly to my face. The shit could be on a billboard and she going to lie. That's another thing I can't stand. I can't deal with it. I can't deal with the lies. But anyway, to say this, that whole little friend I just told y'all about, the friend, my mom heard everything, right? Still told me she didn't say it. Still lied. The friend didn't know my mama was right there. So friend telling me everything freely. And I'm like, why would this lady, and I told my mom this, I'm like, why would she sit here, tell me all this stuff and lie? For what? What is she gaining? I don't get, what is she going to get from telling me? What? And I still messed with my mom even after that. She still was in my house. I still let her come stay with me. I still did all this stuff for her. I still got her car fixed. I still did all this stuff. And she do me like that. It's so much more that I could tell. I'm about to stop right here because I could go on and on and on. But at the end of it all, after all of the things that I kept doing, my dad was like, do not regret your decisions for helping her, doing stuff for her, because he's like, you don't want to harbor on that. You don't want to sit up there and dwell on it. He said, it is what it is. You did it and your heart was in the right place. You was being a great daughter. He said you did above and beyond the call. He said, you did above and beyond the call. He said, and just be okay with that. He said, be okay with that. And he said, you don't want to miss your blessing. So that's what I did. I said, everything I did, it came from a good place. Everything I did was genuine. Even the tow in the car was I thought I was being nice. I thought I was taking a burden off of her. She ain't got to worry about her car no more. It's right there. She could walk outside, mess with her car. She ain't got to be trying to figure out how she gonna come over to my house, da-da-da. It's there. So I just left it like that. I might do another part if you guys want me to do more, and I could tell y'all some other little stories about this. If you want it, if you do, then just say you want it at the end of the, in the comment section. Just let me know, and I'll make another video. But I know that I have mommy issues. I might do another video, and I might go through like the little sign steps that I know that I do. But trust me, I know that I do. And now I'm at the point where, this is what I'm telling my therapist too. I'm at the point where I just want to get through this, get through this. And I want my therapist, of course, to help me through this little part of where I won't make the same mistakes with my relationships with my daughters. My daughter is at the age where all the shit started. She's at the age, she's 15, she about to be 16. She at the age of where all my stuff started going on with my mom. I don't have a desire to compete with my daughter. I'm old, 40. I'll be 41. I don't have a desire to compete with my daughter. My daughter is going through her, teen years and then her young adult years. She is in a whole nother spectrum. It's her time to shine. My other daughter too is gonna be her time to shine. I'm never gonna be up there like I'm trying to be young and compete. I'm gonna stay in my lane. I'm gonna stay in my lane. I don't have a desire to do any of that, So I'm gonna just end it right here. And I just want you guys to just know that if somebody is doing something to you, mother, aunt, like I said, cut them off. Just let it go. Leave it alone. You're not obligated to have a relationship with anybody that do you bad. And that's where I'm gonna leave it at. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you like the video, leave a comment, subscribe, and like and share. Till next time, guys. Bye.